Welcome back to Crypto Spaces, back with another Zora update for you guys. As I said before, I think Zora is going to be a massive gem in the space. Tokenizing creativity is, in my opinion, one of the best utilities for crypto to onboard retail investors. If you take a look at this space right now, it's just, in my opinion, it's not been, people call it boring. I think it's been terrible. Like, the average person cannot trade and be successful in this market unless you try to trade meme coins on the Solana casino, right? And 99% of people, 95 to 99% of people will not be successful at that, right? So that's why you have to find projects that have some type of value, some type of, not necessarily, I wouldn't just say utility, but value accrual, right? So revenue generation. There's some type of way for the project to bring in some type of income, right? And Zora, if you check out the platform, every time creators launch and post and make revenue, Zora is generating revenue as well. I think their annual salary is around $3 to $5 million a year with the pace that they're at right now. And we haven't even seen mass adoption take place. We haven't seen the integration to the base app with the full launch of the base app happen as yet. But I think Zora is one of those projects you can't ignore. I think Zora is one of those projects that easily could go from this market cap of just under 5 cents to $1, if not $5, $10 from here. Now, this is the thing, right? Why would I say that? It might, people might be like, oh, that's not possible. Well, if Pepe, the meme coin, that does absolutely nothing, that just, came out at a time where, market conditions were a lot better, but it's just known off the Pepe meme, which everybody knows the Pepe meme, sure. But with Zora and how it's built out this social platform, the revenue that they generate, the tokenomics, 50% of the supply is unlocked. The integration with Base and Coinbase, and just how great the value accrual, and just how great Zora is as far as like its use case, and more users are signing up to the platform, how it's disrupting the other social media platforms. If you take a look at Meta, which is the company, Mark Zuckerberg, who owns Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, other social platforms, that's a multi-trillion-dollar company, right? For us to think that Zora can't get to the levels of those types of market caps where, even a fraction of that. Remember, Meta, which is responsible for Facebook, Instagram, etc., is at trillions of market cap. So for us to say Zora can't get to a $30 billion market cap from here, I think that's, that is being pessimistic, and that is being, that is, what's the word I'm looking for? That is underestimating the crypto space, right? The crypto space is a place where you could invest a small amount of revenue, small amount of your net worth, a small percentage of your net worth, smaller percentage of what you make, and then make it into something massive, right? That's why people join the crypto space, and that's why people don't. That's why a lot of people choose crypto over stocks, because a lot of people don't have much money to invest. So that's why they come to this space to achieve their financial goals, right? Pay off their debts, achieve financial freedom, you name it, right? So a 10 billion market cap for Zora, I think, is locked in. 30 billion market cap, I think, is very possible. And I'm just talking about the fully diluted FDV, right? If Pepe was able to get to 10 billion market cap, and I see a lot of people saying Toshi, the meme coin, can get to 10 billion market cap, then there's no reason, in my opinion, that Zora cannot get to a 10 billion market cap when its rivals or competitors are sitting at trillions in market cap, right? So 10 billion market cap for Zora, I think, is definitely in the cards. I think $1 from here, which is what, a 20x, because 10x is 50 cents, 20x would be $1, right? Am I doing my math right? I think so. Times 20. Yep, 20x from here. I don't think that's far-fetched. I don't think that's impossible for crypto. If so, if that's impossible for crypto, like what's the point of being in this space, right? Especially this year with stocks outperforming crypto, what's the point of being in crypto if we can't get 20x moves on such great, projects, right? If Vaporwave could do so well, why can't we get 20x moves on amazing projects like a Zora, right? You take a look at Twitter right now, and you see people are looking for that target of the breakout for Zora at 1 billion market cap. Zora, that was an older tweet. We see people including Zora into their top list for success. See a 2 months downtrend for a move up in Zora to 10 cents from here. I don't think it's just gonna 2x though. I think people are very pessimistic and underestimating this space and how fast things could change, right? I think we're gonna see new all-time highs for Zora, and I think, not even in the long term, but in the midterm, we see $1 per Zora, just like we saw with a $10 billion market cap Pepe. I think that's gonna happen for Zora. They recently did an interview with Jacob Horn as well. Just great stuff for this project. So if you could afford up to 100,000 Zora, right, which is around $4,866, I think that's gonna be such an amazing investment, because at $1 you have $100,000, and I think that will truly happen for Zora. And if you can't afford that, even if you could just get 20,000 Zora tokens for $1,000, I think that's a great investment, right? I really do. Even 50,000 tokens. How much is 50,000 tokens? That's $2,433. I know a lot of people don't have that type of money to invest. It's rough out here, man. It's extremely rough. Economy is terrible. Bills are, most people are living paycheck to paycheck. I get it. But that's why this space exists. So we could change that, right? You invest a small amount of money, $1,000 into Zora, get 20,000 tokens. It goes to $1. You have $20,000. You take profits, and then you could compound into another project in the future. I think that's the best way to play it. I think Zora is going to be absolutely massive. Let me get your thoughts down below. As always, none of this is financial advice. Thank y'all for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.